tell me if this sounds familiar. So you're scrolling through Instagram late at night and you're seeing all these really nice aesthetic posts about self-care routines, and then you're thinking to yourself, yeah, right, this must be nice. Trust me, that was me. So between managing a busy schedule with 2 energetic kids, running multiple businesses, and trying to keep my sanity intact, self-care seemed like a luxury I couldn't afford. But what if I told you the biggest barriers to self-care aren't what you think they are? Today, I'm sharing the truth about what's holding us back and the mindful solutions that worked for me, and I'm hoping they will work for you if you apply them correctly. I'm Thelma, and welcome to the Mindful Moms. So let's talk about the 3 biggest barriers that holds us back from taking care of ourselves, and most importantly, what to do to overcome them. Let's dive in. So the very first barrier is the time trap. Time is one of the biggest challenges that moms face. With work, school runs, meal prep, and everything in between, there seems to never ever be a single moment of free time. We all say 24 hours in a day is never enough. I never have time to do anything apart from attend to everybody but myself. But what if I told you it's not about finding the time, it's about creating the time within the same 24 hours that you have? When I was working my 9 to 5 and running 2 businesses at the same time, I found that I had the exact same complaint, and it took me a while to realize that it wasn't about complaining that 24 hours isn't enough. It was my perception of time. So let's stop thinking about self-care as a full spa day experience or setting aside 1 hour for yoga. Instead, think of self-care as micro moments within your day that you can try to incorporate something for yourself. So the 5 minutes while your coffee is brewing, you can use that for deep breath. You can wake up in the morning and have 5 or 10 minutes to journal while you even sip on your coffee or tea. The solution to the time trap barrier would be 1, starting small. Stop thinking of self-care as an hour-long practice or activity. Instead, think about it in 5 or 10 minute self-care practices that you can incorporate into your daily routine. For example, before the kids wake up, take 5 or 10 minutes to stretch, read, or even journal. 2, delegate tasks. So if you have a partner or a close family member that lives with you, try delegating tasks to everybody. Freeing up 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a world of difference. 3, create a routine. Make sure you carve out 5, 10, 15 minutes within your day that you can set aside to just have solo time, to read, to deep breath, or even to stretch. So barrier number 2 is the almighty mom guilt. So I know how it feels when you start to take time out for yourself and all of a sudden you're having fun and you're feeling like, oh, I feel guilty because my children are home sleeping. I now have a different perspective after listening to Patricia Bright of The Break platform speak about it, and it made absolute sense. Here's my own analysis. So imagine you are in a setting of about 5 friends. Hypothetically speaking, you steal somebody's phone, for example. You know you've done something bad and you feel guilty about what you've done. And your friend stands up to be like, oh, somebody stole my phone. Obviously, you know you can't speak up because you know you've done something bad, right? That feeling is a feeling of guilt, meaning that you've done something bad and you cannot, or you are too ashamed to own up to that. If we take it to the mom part, I feel like this mom guilt thing is starting to transfer to other people. You find people in situations where by the time they discover that they're having a bit of a laugh or they're having fun with their friends, they start to feel guilty. Maybe because they've heard other people talk about mom guilt and I don't know, it automatically just transfers to them. So think of it like this. As a mom, you've done every single thing you ought to have done for your child. Before you left your house, your child ate. Their uniforms are clean and ready for school the next day. Everything in your house is in order. They have eaten, there is food. Everything you need to do as a mom is set. So tell me why you have a little bit of a break to go out. You know your kids are in good hands. You can see them from wherever you are via the camera set in your house. Why on earth would you feel guilty when you know everything is in place and you just want to have a laugh? Yeah, so that is what I think about mom guilt. And I think listening to Patricia Bright talk about that, I think it kind of put things into perspective for me. And to be honest, when I thought about it that way, if I've done my part as a mom, I see no reason why I can't go out and have fun and not have to feel guilty for it. I'll continue to say this. Self-care is not selfish, it's strategic. Let's think about it another way. When you're on the plane and then they're doing like the safety talk, right? They will tell you if XYZ happens, make sure you put your mask on first before you help another person. Now, let's track back to self-care. If you don't take care of yourself, why on earth do you think that you'll be alive to see your children progress? It's the same thing. If you're on a plane and something happens and the air mask drops, if you don't fit yours first, where will you see the air? Or how would you be able to breathe for you to help the children or help your partner or help any other person that needs help if you don't take care of your own self first, if you don't put on your own mask first? So it's the same thing with self-care. When you take care of yourself, you show up better for your family, you show up better for your friends, you show up better for your kids. When I stopped looking at self-care as something that took away from my parenting, rather I saw it as a strategic move that needed to be done by me, for me, it immediately changed things in my household. I became a little bit more patient because I'm not fully patient now, but my patience increased. And even when I'm with my family, I'm present. I'm not just there and then my mind has gone to space. So see it as something that is strategic and it needs to be done. And once you have done your part as a mother, there is no reason for you to feel guilty. If every other thing is in place and you know that your children are in good hands, go out and have fun, clear your mind, your mental and emotional well-being, and you will thank yourself for it. The solution to the mom guilt is basically in everything we said, but I will just say it in notes. Number one, have a mindset shift. Stop thinking about self-care as something that takes away from your parenting. Think of it as something that adds to your parenting, something that you have to do to make you a better mom. Two, treat yourself with compassion. Remind yourself that you also need this time off so that you can come back and be a better mom to yourself. The same way you treat your partner with kindness, you treat your family members with kindness, you treat your children with kindness. Apply that same kindness to yourself. And number three, have affirmations. Use these affirmations to remind yourself that I deserve self-care too. I deserve to love myself. I deserve to be taken care of. So barrier number three is what I call the resource roadblock. Many of us think that self-care has to do with having expensive memberships at maybe Ikoyi Club, or going to have expensive spa treatment, or having like fancy equipment. Because I know some of us on Instagram or TikTok, we see a lot of videos where women practicing self-care, they will do like a bubble bath, put like a matching pink thing, the champagne is pink, the strawberries are pink. Nah, we need to get rid of that mindset. It's that mindset that is stopping you from practicing self-care. And if you didn't know, some of the most effective ways to practice self-care are completely free. Let's look into it. How much does it cost you to take deep breaths? Nothing. How much does it cost you to journal? A pen and a paper, so maybe a few pennies, and I'm sure you have paper and pens lying down around your house. How much does it cost you to sit down and enjoy a cup of tea? Because I'm sure you have a tea bag lying down around your house. Think about it. 0 pennies or 0 naira. How much does that cost you? Nothing compared to the bills that you're going to pile up from trying to go to therapy, from allowing yourself to get burnt out. The key is to redefine what works for you versus what marketing or Instagram or TikTok tells you that you need. Use what you have at this point in time to fulfill your self-care needs, something that won't cost you anything and things that will be way more effective. The solution to the resource roadblock. Number one, redefine what self-care means to you. Self-care can be deep breathing, can be walking, journaling, or even sitting still and having solo time. Not everything has to cost money. Number two, tap into the power of community. Join community and hear stories from other moms who have done it and how they've been able to do it, and learn from these experiences. Number three, learn to simplify your approach. Start to find joy in little things. Things like listening to music, indulging in praise and worship, enjoying your cup of coffee or your cup of tea. Little things that are effective and also will not cost you anything. So some other things aside from the barriers I also like to tell moms to do is one, try starting your mornings with intention. You need to break that habit of once you wake up, the next thing you do is stretch out your arms to grab your phone, go on Instagram or TikTok. No, start your morning intentionally. Listen to your body. How are you feeling that morning? Do you need more sleep? If time affords you, why not? Go ahead and sleep. Are you craving a cup of coffee or a cup of tea? Listen to your body, listen to your mind, and just bring your mind and body in tune, and you will thank yourself for it. And lastly would be to create boundaries. Learn to create boundaries for yourself and make sure you get people around you to respect these boundaries. Say no to things that don't fulfill you. We need to ditch the act of people pleasing and thinking that, oh, nobody's going to like me if I don't say yes to this commitment. If you say yes, they will still not like you. So just say no. If they don't want to like you, let them not like you. So create that boundary and get people to respect those boundaries, and never ever ever be shy to say no to things that drain your time or things that do not fulfill you. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Self-care doesn't have to be time consuming. Self-care can be as simple as you want it to be or as difficult as you want it to be. Learn to take time for yourself. Start small, be consistent, and you'll be surprised at how better you would feel daily. If this video resonates with you, take a moment today to prioritize self-care today and always. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell so every time we upload, you are notified. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!